Yo! What's going on? Hey guys, let me know if this is okay. And we're going to get this party started. I think we're streaming today. Don't get me, don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it, but I think we're it. Guys, how's it going? I don't know why this thing is coming in fucking subtitles like it's a Spanish movie, but whatever. That's the way it goes. Hey, Josh, you want to turn off those subtitles or what? Cool. Jason, are you here? Why don't you come and hang out, man? What's going on? Guys, what's going on in the hood? My friends, my people. Hot damn. So there's a lot of exciting stuff to talk about. Let's just get to work and we'll see where we're going. I haven't been taking many trades lately, but I do think there's a handful of trades that are setting up. We are long the ZRX right now. That's the only thing I got long. Josh, my cohort. Okay, I guess I'm just seeing the subtitles on my thing. Josh, my cohort, is here. He's awesome. He's going to be answering those questions. So if Josh says something stupid, that's not Bulls on Wall Street. That's just Josh. Cool. How's everybody doing? It's good to see everybody. It's good to have a little fun. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. I apologize for last week's, missed show or whatever we want to call it. I apologize for that. I tried to get this OBS thing working for a while, and it just, man, it would not go. I don't know. I don't even know if I should be putting this in the corner, down here, or where, but I'm going to put it down in the bottom. But let's go. I don't trade on BitMEX. Never been my kind of thing. I got some other places I like to trade. So let's talk a little bit about the markets, guys. And let's talk about, hold on, let me grab my water real quick. I've been out in the sun all day. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Ay, 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 ay. Where are My bad. I've been playing Frisbee at the beach all damn day. It's so hot, man. For those of you guys that don't live in Florida, you don't want to, unless it's winter time. Woo! I'm dehydrated. Jason, when you coming to my house? What's up with that? I want to know. All right, cool. Let's get to work. So look, the market sucks dick. No get around it. It had a nice run. It looked like maybe we had bottomed out. I thought personally that we had bottomed after this. I figured we would pull back a little bit because we were up so much. But I did not think that we would pull back all the way back to the fucking lows. Holy shit, right? Didn't think that at all. What are you going to do? The market works in a couple ways. Right now, of course, the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum control the market, especially the alts. But more important than even that, what happens when Bitcoin pulls back? it needs to hold at the support levels that are under. We had so many different levels of support, price support, moving averages that Bitcoin could have held at. And the darn thing just wouldn't hold. So now we have broken this key support and we built ourselves a bear flag here. And frankly, I don't know where we stop. We could just come back to these old lows. You know, we could pull back maybe to 7,000. But there's nothing bullish about the price of Bitcoin. There's just nothing bullish about it. There's nothing bullish about it because this is how it works. For those of you guys that are new traders, trading is all about trends. But when you have something that's a trend, when you have something that is a trend, trending stocks, trending coins, they follow supports and resistances to the T. They write up the moving averages, they respect them, they love them, they have sex with them, whatever it is that you think is cool, they do. When you're trending, everything works. You're in terms of technical analysis. When you're not trending, hey, dollar, go fuck yourself. That's how I talk. Get out of here. When you're not trending, guess what happens? Nothing works, right? And so that's the way that it goes. And I apologize if my voice is too loud and too proud for those of you with small wieners that don't have the balls to speak your mind and to shout from wherever it is that you do. Nothing in the world worse than a small talker. Dollar trader, he probably talks like this. Hey guys, so I'm going to talk about Bitcoin today, and oh my gosh, like this guy is shouting, I'm so scared, right? That's your dollar talk. That's your dollar trader. Nothing worse in the world than a soft talker. Soft talkers are the worst. Because you know what? They're afraid to put their balls on the kitchen table while speed chopping carrots. They're afraid. So that's what you got to do. I'm just kidding with you, dollar trader, but I'm a shout because that's how I talk. Now, you haven't actually heard me talk yet, but that's how I like to do things. So we don't have any supports here. We got nothing going on till we start to hit some levels and round up. So what we need to see, number one, we need to settle in at a level. Number two, what do you see with your 9 EMA, your 20 SMA over here? Your 9 EMA, your 20 SMA, your short-term moving averages, right? They right now are showing us something, right? They right now are showing us something. Right now, our EMAs are telling us that the trend is down. So till we start to see them flatten out, we have nothing that we can really do but till they flatten out. So that's the way that it just goes. That's just the way it goes. Till they start to flatten out and curl their ways back up, only thing we can do is wait or short. So like I've taken one trade in the last few days. One trade. We were short Ethereum in the chat room today for a day trade. We took 35, 40 points or whatever on it. That was the only trade. When you are trading, you trade with the trends, right? When you're trading, if the trend is down, then that's the only thing you can do. So like when you're looking at this stuff, right? When you're thinking about patterns, this is the problem with Bitcoin lovers, right? They just love it so much that they just want to keep buying. But like this pattern there, what is that? Bear flag, right? What is that? Right here. Bear flag, right? What is that? Flat bottom breakdown. What is that? Flat bottom breakdown. What is that? Bear flag. So all that you're seeing happen, guys, all that you're seeing happen is one thing. That the market is giving us only short patterns. And so if we see short patterns, then we have to take shorts. Now, on the stock side, yes, there's been some hot longs. The stock market itself is just, it's flying. That's where the good, easy money is right now. But on the Bitcoin side, every pattern you see, these are all short patterns. And if you don't know how to, if anybody of you guys are interested in cryptos, if any of you guys are interested in cryptos, but you don't know how to short, you're not going to make any money. Hodling is so 2017. Hodling is 2017. That's like the 80s in crypto world. You want to get bangs and wear sequin shirts and do cocaine all day? Could be fun. That's the 80s for you, right? Well, 2017 was the 80s. What was good in the 80s looks a little bit different now. We don't wear double-breasted suits that often. That's what 2017 was. In 2018, if you haven't been able to long and short, you got to be a little bit buy. You're not going to be making any money. Because right now, every pattern you see is what? These are all short patterns. Every single one of these, not only a short pattern, they're easy short patterns, right? So we've got to be able to short. Now, I'm a trader, right? So like Jason, like I'm not a hodler because hodling is so 2017. Everybody that thought their 2017 rules will work now will get dusted. You think your 2017 game plan works now? You will lose all your money. This is a new year. It's a new time. So in 2017, the tech geeks, the hodlers, the people that believe in the technology, those were the guys that owned the show. In 2018, those losers, no, I'm just kidding about losers, but those guys are getting caught upside down. But now what's happened? Say, Doc, go fuck yourself. And I'm not in a midlife crisis. 32, but I look like I'm 28. 2018, it's a trader's market. The professional traders are coming in and doing their thing. So that's just the nature of the game, right? That's the nature of the game, and that's what's going to go down. So we've always got to come in and think markets always change. And we're seeing that in the stock market too, right? The markets are changing from that big bull market that we had to something that was a little bit different. We're starting to see that right now. So don't be a hodler. Manage your risk. And also realize, like, there's nothing to trade right now. Unless you're shorting, you've just got to wait. Now, the cool thing is, look, prices are getting a little bit cheaper, and there will be things that we want to watch. We've just got to nail them down. So, a couple things that I personally like. So you can see even with Ethereum. So this is the problem. See Ethereum? Broke under your 50 SMA here. If it does not remount to this area today, if it doesn't remount this area today, it's going to come down. Look at how much area. So what you want to do, guys, is always measure from where your support is to where the old lows are. So your support was at 615, right? Your old lows are at 300. You have a lot of room to fall. Notice how you're not even actually oversold yet. So we have more room to fall. So I personally use Kraken.com. I'll just type this in. Kraken.com. I use that to short. They give you 5-to-1 margin on ETH and BTC. And you can take these bad boys short. when you want. There's two options that we have to play. If ETH remounts this 50 SMA right here, remounting means it breaks back over. Okay, so for those of you guys that are new, just remember to take some notes, write this down. If it breaks back over this area here, so that's about 615, and it closes over that area, so it's got to close. If it closes over that area, then we may bounce a little bit. If today it can't get over this and close back over, we've got room to fall. Now, will it come back down to here? No. The problem is that technical analysis is never like to the penny, right? But what we know is that there's just room to fall. If it keeps falling, I don't know. We don't necessarily know. But what we will know is what we can do. So those are just a handful of things that, we want to keep watching and keep going with this thing. Is just, these are the levels, and this is what could happen, right? This is what could happen, and then we want to go in from there. Hold on here. Is frozen. If I could turn back time. Hold on here, I'm trying to find my old phone. Oh yeah, there we go. Cool. So just a couple things that we want to always be wary of. Now, at some point, I don't know if the market's going to crash. Right? That's a sucker's game to make those kind of predictions. All we can know is our levels and where we can go. And like stuff like that, like Jason, like, people saying there's big time buys over the counter. That could just be a sucker's game. Right? That could just be, somebody could just say that, so you're like, fuck, I'm going to buy some Bitcoin. Well, they're just shorting you. Right? It doesn't necessarily mean anything. The only thing that pays in trading is price. That's all that pays. And so that's something that we've got to just be, that's all the only thing that we can do. So let's make a little watch list of what we should be watching that could be ready in the next XYZ time. Is that cool? So let's talk about a few things. Hold on here. So I got a little watch list on my phone here that I have made. All right? So a couple things that we want to be doing. Number one, I think we should be watching this bat coin. We're starting to get to some levels, so I was actually hoping to get this thing in the 20s. It got to 28 today, started bouncing a little bit, all right? If we can get this thing two different ways. If I can get this thing near 25 cents, give or take, anything near that, I should have bought some today. I think the bat coin is going to be a hot one. This is probably my favorite out of these little coins. The second one is Mana. Mana is Decentraland. This is the virtual reality coin. If I can get this thing back to $6, so my original trade on this was about 7 cents. It ran to 20. If I can get this thing back towards that 6 to 7 cent range, I think this is the buy of buys. I mean, you're talking 300, 400% upside. So something like that. These are like the small little guys that go. This thing's acting all over the place right now, but I do long-term like ZRX. ZRX is one of those coins. The protocols that they use will be used by a lot of exchanges, a lot of brokers. They've actually got some interesting stuff going on. But the big thing with this one is it's got just incredible range too. This one's got some crazy upside. It tapped $1 today. It's already bounced about 137. It's going to have to pull back a little bit, but you're starting to see some action on this bad boy. I think that this one's got a little bit of juice. Now, out of the big boys, right? Out of the big boys, probably out of the big boys, Ethereum moves the best, all right? Now, it's not the most extended, but it's the easiest to get into. You can buy it at GDAX, Coinbase, right? And it had a lot of relative strength compared to Bitcoin, right? It went from 300 to 800, where Bitcoin went from 6,500 to 9,500. So it's got more relative range. The second part that I think is important is like, so when we get the bounce, it's either two ways. Ethereum remounts over here, or it pulls back a little bit closer to the old lows. My preference is to just let it all crash and pull back to the old lows, but I don't think that's probably going to happen. That's not the high probability trade, because you still got a lot of room to run, run down. So I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I think that's where we've got to really go with this thing is, these are the kind of levels. Either remount here or buy closer to here, leave everything else. Out of the big boys for the GDAX traders, the second best range is in BCH. This one went from 600 to 1900. It's come back down to 1,000. 1,000 is going to be a nice, important psychological level. If it can hold that and build back up, that could be something that's got a lot of movement to it. You've got to think, like, even if you had a small account, you had 10 shares of, BCH. If this thing started to rip back, I mean, you could double your account, right? It's got tons of room of upside if it can hold, which is going to be the key. The one, like, for the Binance traders, I've got, I know a lot of you guys trade on Binance. This is my main one that I'm watching. The old lows on Quantum, were 1250. If this sorry for swearing, if this thing pulls back to 1250 or close and holds, that would be what's called a double bottom pattern. A double bottom pattern is a powerful bounce pattern. Often when you get a big bounce from one place to the other, and you pull all the way back there for your double bottom, that can actually be a nice place. That can be an actual nice place to, hold on here, let me tell my guys. That will be a nice, easy, low-risk area where you could say, you know what, I'm going to try to get this thing in the 12s, put my stop at like 1175, we'll see if this old low holds. And that gives you tons of upside. So definitely keep your eye on Quantum. They have a USDT pair. The other one that I really like, I missed the boat on the first run, so I'm excited to try to catch this thing again at ADA. So this is Cardano. This thing got down to about 15 cents last time, and we're almost there. Even though Ethereum has still got room to fall, a lot of these other coins are almost back down to their lows. So the low on this was about 13. You're at 20, so it does have a little bit of ways to go. But 2 more big down days, it's back at those lows. You can see the high was 140. I think if it starts to hold at those lows, this could be something that we like. So this is, and you have a USDT pair on Binance and this. So out of the USDT pairs, I like this one. All right. I like Quantum, 1250. These are going to be hot. Batcoin, I use uphold.com. Does anybody trade on Uphold? I find them to be kind of an interesting holder, broker. I don't even know. They're kind of like an online wallet, but you can buy in USD, XRP, Batcoin, and a handful of other coins, and you can buy them in US dollars. So you can actually come in, and say, I'm going to deposit money from my credit card or from, my bank account. And then they have like, 6, 7 coins or whatever you can buy in USD. It's an easy way to get money out. Also, Robinhood Crypto, if anybody's been approved by that, that's an easy way to get money in and out also. But I actually hold and buy my Batcoin at this uphold.com because I can do it in USD. You guys got any questions so far? The rest of this stuff, XRP junk, all this stuff is junk. NEO is back to its old lows. If you can get this thing at 42 bucks in the 40s, I think that you're in the game. I think that's in the game. And yeah, Kraken works well for fiat also. I find that Kraken's been a little bit hard for me to connect accounts to do the wires and stuff. The Robinhood crypto app, man, it works smooth. Yes, I think this one's gonna be nice too. We just gotta get this thing. There's a couple other ones like this XLM and stuff that, I like a lot of these kind of penny ones because when the market explodes, like this one went from 19 to almost 50, right? When the market explodes, these ones can really, really get juiced. So it's important to kind of trade them and understand them. They'll give you that extra relative strength. Yeah, so these are kind of a little different ones to go and just kind of keep an eye on. So Mana, I even like this EOS if this thing gets back into the 6s. EOS is hot. One thing about EOS to remember is that when EOS moves, it moves. This thing was, 30 cents and ran to 20 bucks. Came down to 6, ran to 23. What? But this thing, I think, is going to have a little juice, too. Let's open this thing up to some questions. Let's see what you guys want to chat about. And, look, I know the market sucks. I know that the crypto market, boy, it tests your patience. It tests your stomach. It sometimes makes you think you're not even a man anymore because it's so damn stressful. There will be brighter days. In the meantime, always keep an account at Kraken so you can short. If your Canadians are out of the country, you can use your Bitfinex. But us Americans, the good old-fashioned Americans, the stallions of the world, the defenders of truth and honor and justice, the purveyors of freedom, the saviors of the world in World War I and II, we sadly, even after all of that, we cannot use Bitfinex. That's just the nature of the game. Mr. Mark, try Interactive Brokers. They have international accounts. Almost all my international guys use it. Good, good, good. Let's open this thing up. So Ncash, is that the ticker, Jason? Let me look. Ncash, do cash, do, Ncash. Yeah, Ncash is kind of a hoe. It looks like every other Binance coin right now. What else you got? Fuel. one that's just in a little bit of a downtrend. It looks like every other altcoin. So the thing that's happening, if you look at any altcoin, BAT, Mana, whatever, they all look the same. I don't know anything about it long term. You know, they all have the same charts. I'm more of a chart guy than anything. So to clarify, I haven't heard of the coin before till today. So I don't know anything about the fundamentals. Can't find DTA. You got a different ticker? TUSD. So the TUSD, you're going to have to. I don't understand. Is TUSD just basically USDT? Is that what's going down? Can somebody explain that? I'm not familiar yet with how TSUD works. If it's just a USDT pair, then it's probably better to just have a few days of price action before you can figure out what it's doing. And by the way, EOS is something that long term I do like. I just need the good price on it. So, you know, I think this thing, let this thing come back down to 8 or even 6. You're going to get a nice trade. Anytime, this is the thing about EOS. Anytime it crashes, when it rebounds, it rebounds. It's a 300, 400% type thing where, like, you know, like Bitcoin may go up, right, a couple thousand points, which is still a nice gain. But this thing, EOS can be a doubler or a tripler when it really moves. The key is just to make sure you're able to capitalize. Good, good. What else? Salt. Hey, Mr. Mark, how are you, sir? So I loved sub Mr. Moore like 2-3 weeks ago, and then Salt died. Or I mean, the sub died. So Salt's a hoe. I mean, it's a hoe for sure. But where you want to watch this thing, because they're all doing the same pattern. Yeah, so my problem with Salt is that it's already at its lows, but the market hasn't bounced. And the market's not really yet to bounce. So if it's already at the lows and the market's not bouncing, it's going to break through the lows. But if the market was ready to bounce and it's near the lows, then it's going to rip, you know, then you've got that way. So I'd watch and see how it reacts around here using smaller term time frames. That'll give you a nice thing. Chat room guys, it's probably the time to reshort some ETH in a sec, I think. Let me just make sure. I'm watching it, but so you can see it didn't even get up to the VWAP yet. Couple things. So we could, you know, if it breaks this trend line here, you know, we could reshort this thing if it breaks under the 9. And then we would just use this old high as our stop loss. You know, and then it wouldn't be a mega short. We would just be playing it back down to low. So it's just what's called a day trade scalp. If it doesn't do that, then, you know, we may have to short near the VWAP or something. Just something to keep an eye on. Sub looked so hot for a while too. Oh man, Sub. Let me tell you something about Sub. Sub is the ultimate teeth. It's right here, man. I was stalking this Sub. I wanted to buy this thing on this break right here. It shot up a little bit, but I actually missed the breakout. And then look, it just died with the rest of the altcoins. Guys, every altcoin is going to do this till the main boys start to bounce. So, like, no matter which altcoin you're looking at, they all hose till, you know, till the big man starts to bounce. So just something to kind of keep an eye on. Good, 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 good. Oh, Jason, yeah, I wouldn't open an email for me anyways. No, just kidding. I can't find DTA. How do I My Asian persuasion friend, my friend. You can give me the ticker. Who's a McAfee? Oh, Mr. I'll eat my own dick. Yeah. That's good. Now, I think he gets paid for those tweets, doesn't he? Because it always seems like he's got random ones. This one has got relative strength. Who gave me this nose? Oh, Mr. Mark. Hot. So, like, this one's still hanging. Like, yeah, it's come back a lot, but it's still hanging. Like, if it can hang here, I think that this one's got some juice. Data. Okay, Mr. Huobi. Let me get you the data. So, I like this nose. Not here in price, but I like it in general. So, data bits. Data bits is a little bit in a range. This is like, it's going to just have to clear range, right? You know, this is what happens when you get a little bit of range. It is a little bit thin on volume too, so probably leave this thing alone for just now. But it looks all right. Ven, let me take a look at Ven. Good, 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 good. Ooh, Knowles, I'm not sure on this Ven, to be honest. Oh, I'm sorry, DTAA. My friend, my apologies. We had just a miscommunication. You know what? This trading view may not give me the Huobi charts. Maybe email me and will you send me a picture of the chart if you can? And let me take a look. Just email me and I'll get back to you. Dun, 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 dun. Good, good, good. Anybody else get any questions? So let's just recap here so that we're all on the same page. All right? The market's got a little healing to do. Where the bottom is, nobody knows. Don't let any of those Fibonacci little bastards tell you that they know where the bottom of the market is. Nobody knows because there's always other forces at play. All we can do is understand our levels and understand where we could go and where we should go. And then we start playing around in those ranges. Once we see intraday patterns emerge that suit our trading style, and then we go from there. My friend, I will 100% look at Neville. Don't you worry, buddy. Neville. Yeah, Neville's another one. It's sitting on support, but it'll break below support unless the market bounces. So if the market bounces, this is a very low risk, easy play to make 50-60%. But if it doesn't, then it won't. But you got low risk here. As long as you think the market's gonna bounce, that one's a low risk. You're right on support. Syscoin, so that's actually in USD now, isn't it? On Bittrex. the cyst. Hey, anybody see the new Coinbase Pro, by the way? Hold up. Tell me that some of you guys have already signed up for this. This shit looks pretty good. Better than what it was. So there looks like they're retiring the GDAX name and then they're going with this Coinbase Pro. It's not bad. Hey, AR, you come back and hang out anytime, man. Come back and hang out anytime. All right. By the way, check out that Coinbase Pro. In terms of the cyst, is it cyst or cyst? There's nothing here. It's not necessarily bad. It's not necessarily good. It's just it's in the range. So nothing wrong with it, but there's just nothing that says this is better than everything else. You know what I mean? A lot of the charts are showing the same stuff. So like for us, we want to see like, why is this better than the rest, right? And it looks okay, but it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look good. It's just kind of, what's the term, guys? Somebody give me, Todd, use Binance and then do your trades in BNB. That's when it's cheap. If you keep a little bit of BNB, they cut the fees in half. So it's not bad and it's not good. So it's the penis in between us, right? You're sitting in the middle. You're not right nut, you're not left nut. You're just sitting in the middle. Make sense? Cool. All right, folks. Well, that's a wrap then. As you know, I'll be back next Wednesday to delight, to percolate, to matriculate, to invigorate the souls of the cryptocurrency traders of the world. I will see you all next week on Hump Day. Hump Day. The day that you should be doing humping. I'll see y'all. If you guys got any questions, ask me now or forever.